One of the most important skills to train from a mental performance standpoint is the ability to let go of a bad game. What usually happens after a bad game is that most players replay every mistake in their heads. The missed chance in front of the goal, a bad first touch, a wrong decision that led to a counter-attack. And reflecting on mistakes isn't necessarily a bad thing because it helps us understand what happened and what we can do better the next time that we face that situation on the field. And that's part of the growth process. The key is doing it objectively, without judgment, so you can take the lessons and move forward. But there is an important reason why it is so hard to let go of a bad game. And that's why our brain is wired to protect us from failure. And it replays the same mistake over and over again to prevent it from happening again. The problem becomes when that learning loop becomes rumination. That's when you stay stuck in what already happened instead of what's next and refocus. So letting go of a bad game isn't necessarily about forgetting. It's about releasing judgment from those mistakes so you can learn from them and refocus on what's next. But how do we let go of a bad game? Before getting into the analysis of your game, I want you to breathe, be aware of your emotions and let them settle before evaluating. Second, I want you to try to separate those emotions from objective feedback. Once we are calm, we can start our reflection process. And instead of asking what is wrong with me, we can ask what are the lessons I can learn here today. Third, I want you to try to reframe the story that you're telling yourself. A bad game doesn't define you and doesn't define the player that you are. It just reveals information. Use that information and that feedback to adjust moving forward, not to punish yourself. And finally, I want you to reset your attention. Once you've gone through the reflection process, it's time to move forward. Use that information to train with intention and focus on the next match. Letting go is an ability that can be trained. It's about taking the lessons from the game and leaving all that weight behind. It's about bouncing back faster, playing free again, and trusting your game. Hope it helps. Follow for more performance tips.